Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is going to be a quick video. I just want to go over a couple things on what I have coming up and also how you guys can help me and win some pretty cool stuff, including pretty much everything on the table. Alright, so starting off, I have a side-by-side coming up again with the Steez, the Metanium, and the Antares. It's also going to include detailed, internal comparisons, but more importantly, real casting distance comparisons. Additionally, I'll also be going over our fancy ball bearings worth it. You can see right here, I have zirconia nitride. On the bottom here, you have silicone nitride, and you have higher end stainless steel ball bearings and the remnant of an Orange Seal ABX7, which is a hybrid ceramic. Are they really worth it? So I'll have that as well. I'll also be doing comparisons to Daiwa's J-Braid between the 8 and the 4. I'll be doing comparisons between Original Power Pro and the X4. I'll also be doing comparisons between the J-Braid and the Power Pro Super Slick. And I have a lot of other stuff coming up too. I just wanted to put this together. I have some other stuff coming up in between, getting all this out. This was just easy to put on a table and spin, if I'm being honest. And how you guys can help me. The first part's pretty simple. If you like what you've seen, please hit the like button. If you want to see more and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. The more and more I learn about how YouTube operates and functions, it's becoming immediately apparent that the more likes and the more subscriptions I get, the easier it is for other people to find me. And being that the whole goal for my channel is to provide as much information as possible, so that way you guys can make informed decisions, not me make the decision for you. My goal isn't to be a Bass Pro wearing patches and fancy stickers on my boat and read off of a information chart that's usually on the side of the box. That's not how I'm trying to run this channel. That's kind of where the second part comes in, where it's a little trickier. I don't know how I can do it yet, and I assure you I'm not doing it out of greed, but in order to achieve what I have planned for this channel, which is to do every single reel out there, I need some kind of financial support to do so. I started a Patreon campaign. You can click the little P that pops up at the end of this video to go directly to my Patreon site. And what you can do there is, if you make a financial contribution per video, I'm setting up tiered goals. So if a lure review video gets $500 from 20, 30, 50, 100 guys or girls, I'll give away 10 of those lures that were in the video. If I do a reel review, if it's a top tier review like a Stella or a Saltigo or an Antares, if that video gets $1,500, I'll give away a reel or two. So my goal is to use the funds from the Patreon account to move forward and purchase more reels and equipment down the road. In the end, giving all the stuff away, because I have enough gear. I like the high-end toys. Me, myself, personally, I don't want to go out and buy a $30 reel just to do a review, and then what am I going to do with it? Flip it on eBay? I'd rather give the stuff away. So that's where you guys can come in, and I understand getting people to click the like button is hard enough. Getting people to go and sign in and register on another website and to give me your hard-earned money, I fully understand. That's near impossible. But I'm asking, because my goal here is, like I mentioned earlier, to give you guys as much information as possible, so that way you can make educated decisions and not go on all the internet websites where people post two-word answers to what reel do you recommend, what rod do you recommend, what line do you recommend, blah, 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 blah. And you don't know if they're a pro staffer who's getting paid to go on the internet and promote stuff. You don't know if it's a guy that has never fished a day in his life and he just likes having boxes of reels on his display case at his house. You don't know. So at least here you get to see what's inside them, how they're made up, and it's coming from somebody who is passionate about the sport, and he's not getting paid by the manufacturers to tell you what he sees inside these reels. And there will be some manufacturer call-outs, like, why did they decide to do this? So if it's possible, hit up my Patreon page, and you can see there's a big, wordy, with lots of words, paragraph that kind of gives you an idea of why I'm doing this. Take the time, read that if you could. That'll kind of give you a better idea of where I'm also coming from, where I want to try my best to support local tackle shops. Where every time somebody wins something, I'm going to make the effort to reach out to their local tackle shop. So if they win a Yo-Zuri Mag Darter, I'm going to reach out to their local tackle shop. Of course, not everybody cares. Yo-Zuri, Mag Darters are saltwater lures. But if they have a specific shop of choice, I'm going to reach out to them directly and buy that plug from them to send to whoever would want it. Same thing goes for the reels. Now, I'm probably going to move away from the JDM stuff and focus strictly on the USDM market stuff, so that way I can actually support the local shops. But if you read the paragraph on my Patreon channel, you'll also see other ways I'm trying to help the local guys as well. Now, the last part of how this Patreon campaign is going to work, I don't even know if it's Patreon or Patreon, to be quite honest with you. But the last thing I'm looking to do, I don't have the time to put the time in on every single reel imaginable. So if I start seeing that I'm getting a positive response on the Patreon page, a lot of the gear I buy, I'm going to give to the supporters. So that way they can fish it. They can put the time in. If they have a YouTube channel, they could take some video, put it on their channel. As long as they send me the video footage that they have so I can start using their stuff, they can start using my stuff. The whole idea is make it like a network of people that aren't being paid to tell people about a product. YouTube is becoming just as bad as Amazon with who recommends what. So with that in mind, I think what I'm trying to say is, or what I'm trying to reassure you with is, I'm not trying to hit and run, where I'm trying to snag your money, go buy toys, and then see ya. That's not how this is working. So with that in mind, give it a shot. Take a look. Let me know what you think. In the comments, let me know. Hey, do you think I'm a money-grubbing bastard? Do you think I'm stupid for trying to do this? Let me know in the comments. I'm a little thin-skinned sometimes, so kind of take it easy, but you get my drift. You've seen what I've put out on my channel so far. I haven't put out a fraction of what I have planned. I already do have planned quite a bit that I'm already capable of doing, but it's the long-term stuff that I'm going to need help with. And again, not only is it going to cover rods and reels and fishing line and all that kind of crap, we're talking every single weedless wacky hook on the market compared. We're talking different rigging techniques that you probably haven't seen used before. I know I haven't. I know people that I've shown and people that I've shown pictures to on the internet, they've never seen it. They've seen some comparable things, but stuff that I've been using for a couple of years that have really ended up putting a lot of bigger fish, in the boat, and a lot of them that I can share as well. So in the end, I appreciate your time. I know everybody's time is valuable. I've said it before. I've said it in my previous videos. I fully understand how valuable your time is. And I've also seen over the past 28 days, you guys have spent almost 100,000 minutes watching the videos that I've put out. That's incredible. I mean, 100,000 minutes. That's a lot of time. And man, that's a lot of motivation. So I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in the comments section. Thanks again.